There's an older saying, Captain, a phrase of great power and wisdom and consolation to the soul in times of need. Allons-y! Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Big Chief Studios' 10th Doctor from Series 4, Doctor Who, by David Tennant. This is actually Big Chief's third David Tennant release. They did a brown suit version a few years back, and then they re-released it for the 50th anniversary with a new tie. So technically it was just a minor variation, not a new figure. This is an all-new figure, an all-new sculpt. So I'm going to take a look at it and show you what it brings. First, we'll take a look at the packaging. So the packaging for this figure is very much in line with other Big Chief releases. You get the silver Doctor Who logo there. The side. Picture of Tennant, not wearing the outfit he is in the figure, weirdly. On the back, picture of him too. Plus a little bio of the 10th Doctor. And on the side, another picture of Tennant as well. Like the other figures, the front comes off. And you get backdrop of the 10th Doctor's TARDIS interior, which fits in a detail very nicely. I really like that they include that. That's a nice feature. And there's some pictures of the figure on the side. In the box where the figure would be. And more promo shots of the figure. Also a list of everything it comes with. You can see there. And on the bottom it is a numbered limited edition of 2000. So let's take a look at the sculpt. So onto the head sculpt, and I have to say Big Chief did a really good job on this. I don't have the original one to compare it to, but looking at pictures between these two, the original head sculpt was really good and holds up very nicely. But I think this new one is more realistic looking. Although I think both are quite good. As you can see, they've gone for a more determined expression on Tennant, which I think is appropriate for him. He wasn't exactly the most smiley doctors around. He could be quite angry too. So they made a good choice. It fits in with this character. It doesn't look as depressed as the original Tom Baker one. I will say the eyes are a little dead looking compared to other figures. It's hard to kind of catch his gaze the way you can certain other 6 scale figures. But I wouldn't say they're bad by any means. See all the angles. It's a very nice likeness. And they did a good job on his hair too. His hair is pretty complicated to sculpt in a figure form, I would imagine. I think they've done a good job capturing the spiky look and the big fringe from the front. Take a look at the back. If you don't like this head sculpt, the 9th Doctor figure will be coming with the smiling David Tennant, which I actually think looks a little creepy. It's not something I would ever use, but it's there if you want it. So yeah, a really good sculpt, I think. A really strong representation of Tennant, and I think it holds up really well in comparison to the other Big Chief figures. So moving on to the outfit, Big Chief have put David Tennant in his blue striped suit. The original release was the brown suit. And they've gone for the kind of burgundy, winey, purpley shirt from the Time Crash episode. I don't think he wore it in anything other than the Time Crash. I don't fault the figure for that. I actually really like this look, and I think he should have wore it more on the show. They could have gone with the blue or the white shirt with the red tie, or the purple t-shirt look. I'm glad they went with this look. I think it is a really nice one, and I think it'll look good next to the Matt Smith Series 7B 11th Doctor in his purple outfit. So I'll take the coat off in a minute, but let's talk about the coat first. The coat is an okay look. I mean, I like it in the show and everything, but on the figure, it doesn't quite work that well. It's not an especially thick coat, but it seems too thick. It's not, I don't know, as tight as it should be on the figure. It is wired at the bottom, so you can kind of get some dynamic poses, like it blowing in the wind and stuff like that. On the inside, he does have the orange lining on the pockets there. The coat doesn't close or anything like that. There's no magnets or no buttonholes. You might be able to futz with it and get it to look really good. I'm not that big of a fan of it. Show you the back. You can see there's buttons kind of there. I mean, it's not a bad jacket. It's just not as well tailored as, say, the 11th Doctor's purple overcoat was. Now, I did see some people who have, turn around, who have modified it and put in a little bit of cotton on the shoulders there to kind of make shoulder pads, and that did look better. But it's not a look that I think is entirely successful. So I'll take the coat off and we'll take a look at his jacket. And here's the Doctor with his jacket off. As you can see, the suit is pretty wrinkled because he has had the jacket on in my display cabinet. I just haven't gotten around to really messing with it. The suit itself is pretty nicely tailored. It's fairly tight, which is good because that's the way Tennant suits always were. Obviously, there is some bagginess in the pants and everything. That's so you can get articulation. Of course, the suit materials are a different fabric than what Tennant actually wore. It wouldn't have the stretch in that if they made it super skin tight. But it is really nice looking. It does come off here on the camera, just looking at it on my phone here, a little bit more purple than it is in person. I would say, well, it does lean towards a more purple look. It is more of a blue than it first appears. Now, the one thing that I think most people will notice this figure is the collar. The collar is pretty bad on it. It's too tight. It's too big, too big. It's too puffed out. It really doesn't look that good. I have seen people fix it, and the way they fixed it is by taking the shirt off, ironing it, and then retying the tie and making it tighter, and it does look better. The only problem is that's really finicky work, and I can't tie a full-size tie in real life, so there's no way I could retie that tiny little tie, so I don't want to mess with it, and I imagine a lot of people will feel the same way. So you are kind of stuck with that, which is one reason why you may want to leave the coat on to sort of take away from that. But otherwise, I think the suit is really nice. They did a good job on these trainers too. Inspired by the 5th Doctor. You can see the back of the suit there. So it is an outfit that will require some messing with to get him looking right. He's not one that you can just take out of the box and throw on the shelf, really. You are going to have to spend some time getting it right, but I think it would be worth the payoff. I know personally I prefer the brown suit, but after seeing this figure, I actually like the color of this better. And if I had the choice, I would actually go with this look for the 10th Doctor. So we'll get his accessories out and take a look at them. So the 10th Doctor comes with a good number of accessories. First off, he's got his glasses, on there. They fit on quite nicely. Although I do wish they hadn't gone with a kind of magnified glass within those glasses, because I don't think Tennant's glasses are real glasses. I think he wears contacts in reality. But they're not bad at all. Comes with the extended sonic screwdriver and a hand to kind of hold it. Comes with an open left hand. Moving down, a left hand that'll also hold the sonic. A relaxed left. An open right. Relaxed right. Another holding hand for the right. And then this left hand here, which has a TARDIS key attached to it. So you can have them kind of holding it out, offering it to someone. Moving over, we have the psychic paper. It's tiny writing on it. You can just get it. See, it says the library. Come as soon as you can. X, a message from River. It is a kind of soft rubber and can fold. It also comes with 3D glasses. And the glass on it is translucent. You can see through it. It comes with the sunglasses. Useful for the 12th Doctor figure if you have those. Two fob watches. A closed one. And then the open one. Here we have the adipose detector from the Partners in Crime episode, which reintroduced Donna into the Doctor's life. Tiny little adipose figure. Let's put him next to the Doctor here so you can have a kind of sense of scale. See, the fat just walks away. Then you have the closed 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver. And then River Song's future sonic screwdriver. It's just made a reappearance in last year's Christmas special. You also get a set of hand pegs. A few spare buttons, I believe they are. Plus your traditional certificate of authenticity. And of course you get the traditional light up stand. It is a little hard to see, but does have the light up number for 10 in Gallifreyan. One thing I will say about the stand is this piece here keeps falling off constantly. It's fine if you're sitting it in a D12, but if you're moving it in any place, it will fall off. So make sure you're holding on to it. I had the same problem with the 12th Doctor figure too. And pre-orders of this came with limited edition accessories as well. You got River Song's diary, closed version. An open one. A little bit of writing in it. And two extra adipose figures. One of which is waving, unlike the one that came with the normal figure. And actually looking at the Big Chief website, River Song Sonic Screwdriver is not included in the regular version. You can buy an expansion set of 3 adipose figures for about £10 UK, or you can buy the River Song expansion set, which comes with everything except the open diary. So 2 adipose, the closed diary, and River Song Sonic Screwdriver for just under £20 UK. Now the pre-order set is of course sold out, so you will have to pay extra for those. Hopefully Big Chief will make a River Song figure, and these items will be included. I imagine You might not get the open one, but you certainly should get the diary and her Sonic, should they make one. I think there's a pretty good chance given how popular she is. So the 10th Doctor figure retails for £150 UK from the Big Chief website. That's if you're outside of the UK and don't have to pay VAT. Or you can buy it from a place like Big Bad Toy Store for $240 US, which is not a bad price at all as far as 1/6 scale figures go. It does come with a lot of accessories, and as I said in other reviews for the Big Chief figures, these are more niche. They're not as well selling as, say, a Marvel figure, or DC, or something like that. So they're making less figures, but their costs are still pretty high. So I think that's a fair price, especially when you consider Sideshow's Beetlejuice, which has a horrible sculpt and no accessories whatsoever. Is $240 on its own. In terms of future releases to complement this, they are making his TARDIS in 6 scale, and there's also a Series 4 Rose that'll go along with this. So there you go. I hope you enjoy my little look at Big Chief's Series 4 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.